Hello. Hello. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I can get. I think some of you can. I can get you. Some of you have login. Hmm. Yeah, I'll start in 2 minutes. Let's see if some more can gather. Okay. I'll just have a short class today. I'll just continue from where I ended yesterday because there was some problem with the slide yesterday. I know there was some problem yesterday, so I'll continue from there itself. Okay. 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 Before I go, I'll tell you something here. Okay. You just I'll send you a link here. Okay. Uh, just try this link. Just try this link. I'll just come in a second. Okay. Why is it coming in the reverse side? Just wait. Just in the meantime, you guys just try that link, okay? The display capture. Yeah, just try that link. I'm trying something else, okay? Here in the meantime, okay, this is the slide is coming on the opposite side. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, I'm just testing this, okay? Okay. Okay, have you clicked the link? Okay, fine. Yes, I'll just give you an overview of this, okay? So the link I have given is that cnode.sites.google.com cnode college, okay? So this is the link, okay? You can check in here. Now when I type this, the first thing I get, this is about the college. This is about the notices if college gives. These are some of the old notices. Now currently I have this notice here, admission one notice is there. You can try this. uh, it's about the world quant universities. They are giving free course on data science and masters in financial engineering, okay? You can click here and get the link. So it's free of course and it's online, okay? So that's just the information I want to give. Now apart from that one, since you are a student from BCA, you click on this BCA, okay? As of now we have two things here. We have notes and we have the question paper. There are routines, syllabus also already loaded here. If you want to see your previous marks, you can select from here, no problem, okay? Now if you click on notes, you can click on your paper. Okay, now you can see this unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, okay? Those 3 units I have loaded soft copies, okay? And those slides are also there. Unit 1 part 1 part 2. Today I'm going to do this unit unit 1 part 3, okay? In case if you have any confusions, you can tell me. Okay, now you can see this unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, okay? Those 3 units I have loaded soft copies, okay? And those slides are also there. Unit 1 part 1 part 2. Today I'm going to do this unit 1 part 3, okay? In case if you have any confusions, you can tell me. Okay, now you can see this unit 1, unit 2, unit 3. Okay, those 3 units are uploaded, soft copies. Okay, and those slides are also there. Unit 1, part 1, part 2. Today I am going to do this. Unit 1, part 3. Okay. 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 I'll start here. Okay, fine. Okay. So I'm going to start the class right now. So this unit 1, part 3. Now, okay. System analysis and design is the last part of this unit. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. I just have to mute this. Yeah. System analysis and design. Okay. So this is the last part of unit 1. Why do we develop system? I have told you yesterday. Every system is developed, and why you develop system is we develop to solve a problem. Okay, every system is developed. We have to develop a system. The system doesn't come by itself. We have to develop a software. That software is a system. And why you develop is we have to solve a problem. Now, likewise, we have online system for education is developed. Why do we have to develop the system? Because there was a need for a change. Is it somebody feel that there is a problem in class, so we cannot get enough information, so we need some kind of online things also, so that we can study at home. So that was the need. So this need has brought this online system. So every system comes out of a need. Necessity is the mother of invention, like what we see. Now, because there was a need for a change, this change must have been felt within the students or within the teachers or within the management. That means those people who fall within the system realizes a change, that we need this change now, that we have to do this. Okay. Now in this case, the student is just the user. So sometimes the user also give. Now the common example I gave you was about the librarian who was having problem, okay, with the system. She was working with the register. When there was 5 students and 10 books, she was happy. But suddenly when the students grew up to 50,000 and there was like number of books grew to high numbers, she cannot handle with the register. So she needs some kind of database or some kind of computerization in the system which can handle her thing. Okay. Now all the systems come because of a need. The need for a change that may come from within the organization, or there is a need which may come from outside the boundaries. Okay, that means there is a need within the organization, or there is a need outside the organization. From the environment bodies also, sometimes they push that you need to do this. So there is a need for a change. That's why we develop systems. So systems also come out because of a need of a change. Now we have a life cycle of a system to be developed. The system development life cycle is classically thought of a set of activities that analysts, designers, and users carry out to develop and implement a information system. Okay. So what is SDLC? Basically a set of activities that the users, the designers, the analysts carry out. These are the set of activities. Okay. So in case if you have any questions here, I just give you a pause here. Okay. You can ask me. Okay. So what is SDLC? Basically okay, fine, I go ahead. So SDLC is a set of activities that analysts, users, and designs they carry out to develop and implement a information system. Now when we do any kind of system, there is a project. That means we are doing a project. Okay, whenever we are developing a system, means we are doing some kind of project. Even you will be doing a project in your next semester. Now when we do a project, we must know what is the problem first. Say we have a calculator which cannot calculate scientific computing like sine and cos. So normal computer cannot Calculator cannot do that task. So we do that because there is a problem of sine, tan and cos calculation in calculator. So that is the basis of recognition of need and the basis of candidate system. The candidate system out here means the system which is going to solve our problem. Okay. Now in election we have our candidate, right? The candidate, we think that this is our candidate system. Then in election we say this is our political candidate, this is our MLA, and we imagine that our candidate will solve our problem. So the candidate system is supposed to solve our problem. Okay. Candidate system means the system which we are developing. Okay. So whenever we develop a candidate system in any project, we must know what is the problem first. That problem definition is very important. Like the librarian was having a problem that there was a long queue, then many people were there, she cannot handle in the register. So that was our problem. So that's why we computerize the library. Okay. Now this is what we call as impetus for change system. Now the need or the impetus for a change system, it may come from within the organizations or it may come from outside. Okay. Now you see here one thing, the same thing, impetus for change means we are looking for a new system. The current system is not working properly. We need a new system. That is the impetus for change. The customer complaint about the delivery of orders may prompt an investigation on the delivery schedule. So the customers are complaining that we are not getting the delivery in time. That means we have to see the delivery system. Then we have to see what is the experience of the truck drivers and how much volume can be developed. And when we investigate that, each of these ideas may lead to a problem definition. So when we investigate that, then will come what is the problem first. And that problem definition is the first step in developing a system life cycle. Okay. Now don't be confused here. You're supposed to know what is system development life cycle means. Basically a set of activities carried out to solve a problem. Okay. Problem definition means before we solve the problem or before we in trying to build a new candidate system, we must know what is the problem first. Then only we can give an answer. Secondly, we see that there are people who are looking for a change within the system. That means the need of a system is coming from within or outside the organization. And the impetus for a change of a system will come if the current system is not working properly. So all this comes because of problems. We have to get a new system. Okay. Now ideas may come from within the organization, the top management, the user, the analyst. As an organization changes its operations or faces advances in computer technology, someone within the organization may feel the need to update. So we update our system, is it? We update our mobile because our mobile is not functioning properly. That means the idea for a need for a change, that is an impetus for change, is coming. So this idea may come from within the user, analyst, or from the organization management, anyone. Okay, all this is all about what is basic definition of SDLC and need for a change. Now coming back to the topic, system analysis. Basically what the system analysis means, identification and critically examining the system and its parts. In simple, what is system analysis? To understand the system and its components is what we call as system analysis. Okay, so I'll just give you a pause here, 2 minutes. If you have any questions around, you can ask me. System and its parts. In simple, what is system analysis? To understand okay, now here again I go ahead. Okay. Okay, so I go ahead again. So fine, I think no questions coming up, so okay, that's fine. Okay, uh, so basically system analysis means we have to understand the system and its components. Now, requirement analysis can be said to identify, investigate, documenting, analyzing requirement of system. The first investigation step of a need of a system is the major activity of problem analysis. This is the role of system analyst to determine the actual requirement of a system. Now, when we do a system analysis, the first thing we have to know is what is requirement analysis. What is the librarian requiring? What does she want? So we all know the librarian was tired because the books grew to 50,000, the student become 10,000. She cannot maintain the system. Okay, that is the requirement analysis. So she requires a alternative system. The first thing is what is requirement analysis comes in the first part. We have to understand the requirement. The next thing, whether the requirement can be done, can be fulfilled or not, is can be seen in the later stage. So we have to know what is the requirement analysis. That is the problem definition. What is our problem and what she requires. Okay. To find the requirements, the system analysis uses various techniques. Okay. Now, suppose if I want my students whether they have understood or not. So what I do is I always write any questions. So that means I am querying you, or I am asking you some type of questions or interview. Okay. Now, system analysis uses a lot of tools to do this. What he does is sampling of existing documents. He reads the lot of current documents, how library is working, how many books are there, what is the database. Then he goes to the library, that is research and site visit, observation, how they work. Then he asks questions, he takes interviews, then he makes prototype. Prototype means basically it is a model. He makes a small model out of the system and checks whether this prototype, okay, this means I have told you before also, it means model. He makes a small model and asks them to work whether this model works or not. Say he makes a small screen of data entry, entering books and name of students. Then he also does joint requirements planning. Now these are fact finding techniques. These are important. Sometimes they ask in your exam. So at least in the notes it's there in detail. You don't have to read the entire detail of the notes. At least first two lines you must know. What should I write? You should remember, you know what is a question, you know what is an interview, you know what is a prototyping, but at least read the notes, then at least you can get some idea. Right? At least few sentences of every point. That's all. It's there in the notes, in the total. I'm not keeping here that detail. Okay, I've given the notes, you can check from there. Okay, now coming back, what is SDLC is? It says software development lifecycle is a well-defined process by which system can be conceived, developed and implemented. Okay, so it is a process how we develop a system. Okay, now everything has a life cycle. The other day I told you that the butterfly also has a life cycle. It's born, it comes to mammoth, from caterpillar it becomes butterfly, and then it dies. So a system also grows, it's developed, it's maintained, it's tested, post maintained, and finally it's someday it's become outdated and it's over. Now this process of system analysis and development and implementation, they are done in two phases. One is what we call a system analysis and system design. I mean, this process of SDLC is done in two phases. Okay. So out here you just have to remember what is SDLC is. Well-defined set of process by which a system can be conceived and developed. It's done in two stages, analysis and design. That's all. Now, analysis has three different phases. Design has three different phases. Problem identification, feasibility study, requirement analysis. Design, in design part comes design coding, implementation, maintenance and evaluation. Okay. Now problem definition means, identification means understanding the need, understanding what is the problem the user is suffering from, and this problem maybe the user, the management or an external body also must be facing a problem. Now feasibility study means I have already told you in detail, it's given in the book, I mean in the notes. Feasibility study means whether this project can be done or not, in terms of economics, in terms of technology, in terms of social feasibility, in terms of behavior feasibility. And requirement analysis, I just told you what is the requirement of the new system to be developed. Okay. Now, in order to analyze the system properly, it is performed in three different steps. That is identification, feasibility study and cost, and system requirement analysis. This cost benefit analysis I'll do tomorrow. It's a small part. Okay, same thing. Now, out here, you must know the definition of this or these questions: system analysis, SDLC, problem, impetus, tools used by system analysis, and all this. Okay, roles and responsibility of the system analysis, which I have done before. Then system, its elements, characteristics, MIS, TPS, all those. So this completes unit 1. So if you can solve these questions, this much for unit 1, it is enough. You have to read all this topic. We have done this in the previous class, right? We have done this one. What is the role of responsibility of system analyst? He is an agent of change, he is an architect. Okay, sometimes he's a politician also. The role and responsibility slightly there is a different, but just go through that one. Now, what is a system, its elements and its characteristics? I have done. Now, MIS, I have done that. If you have seen that MIS diagram, there is a DSS on the top. Is it decision support system? In between there is, we have something called as this MIS. Then on the down we have TPS, the daily workers who are working with the transaction processing system. These are the people who work daily. TPS, they enter the data, it goes to the manager. Manager takes a review in 1 or 2 months, then the owner or the chairman takes the decision in 6 months. Okay, so given a short description here also. So these information systems which are used at different levels. So TPS is used by daily users, daily used. Okay, management, MIS used at managerial level, quarterly, 3 to 3 months they use to make decision. Now these are company heads used by, this is decision support system. Okay, this is used for long term goals. This whole detail I have done, you can just read this one. This is important. Okay, this is important. What is this distributed system and what is this real-time system is also important. MIS, distributed system, and this real-time system, this is important. Okay, I pause here in case if you have any questions. He said, okay, you just go to that link. Okay, on that link, if you have seen this one, on if you click BCA, you go to that site. Again, I repeat for those if you have missed, just type this one. I've given in the description, it's there, sites.google.com/view college. Okay, you click on this BCA, then you'll get something like this. Notes, you click notes, whichever subject you want to go, you click on this routine syllabus marks. Okay, now there's something called as assignments at home. Okay, you have to fill out this form. Okay, when you do the assignment, you have to type your name, your roll number. Now if you are a first semester student, you type 1. If you are second semester student, you type. If you are fourth semester student, just type your 4. After that, you just click here, add file. Now after you finish writing the assignment in your paper, you take a snapshot of that. Okay, then taking up the snapshot, select the files from your, I mean snapshot means you take the photograph of that file, then you just click on this any one of this one and upload the file. Okay, so for a trial I'm giving you one question here. Okay, assignment in your paper, I hope that is clear. Tired. I'm tired. Taking class since 6 o'clock, second semester. Now 7 again. It's almost 8 o'clock. Yeah. Any questions? Okay, Taibor is asking MIS comma DSS for me is not yet. Okay, he's asking Taibor is asking a question that MIS and DSS is not clear. Okay, fine. Mhm. Okay, okay, Taibor, you say that MIS and DSS is it? Now, in a system, when you see, okay, oh, sorry, okay, just one sec, one sec. Yeah, he's asking that. I'll make two more slides here. Okay, yeah. Now his question is MIS and DSS is not clear. Now both MIS and DSS are information system. Okay, they are both MIS and DSS are information system, that is they are softwares. Now when we look at the pyramid, okay, MIS means managerial information system or management information system, and DSS means decision support system. Okay, now what happens is this: if we look at the pyramid of the system development, I mean of different systems, we have the daily workers are working. These are daily workers, okay, they are working here. They use the system which is called as transaction processing system, TPS. Okay, now this daily report, they enter the data daily in their computers from this transaction processing system. They have computers here. If you have seen Vishal Mart, they daily they enter data of their, or you have seen in shopping malls, they enter the data. Daily sales is entered here. Customer comes here in this computers, they enter the data. Now this daily sales, they go up and are stored somewhere, okay, in a computer which, or in an information system. They are used not daily, but they are used quarterly or once a month. In once a month, the MIS, that is the management information system, it collects this data and the manager sees this. This is used by the manager. The manager sees this MIS. MIS comes, collects data of daily processing, and 3 months, 6 months, they see this data. What is the sale of last 6 months or 6 months? Now this TPS is transaction processing system. It happens daily. MIS is information system, helps the manager to see them what is the quarterly sales or what is annual sales. Now all of this data from MIS then again goes to the top level, that is the owner of the company or the chairman or whoever, the boss. Okay, there is a boss here. Okay, he uses what is called as a decision support system. This is a computer which helps him make decisions. MIS doesn't by itself give decision. Okay, MIS will not give decision to the manager. He will just see, okay, the quarterly sales is less or high, then he'll give the report. Now from the DSS will tell that your quarterly sales is supposed to be not 1 lakh, it has to be more than 1 lakh. So you are at a loss, so you have to make a decision now. Okay, so that is the decision support system. Likewise, I am using this system totally. Okay, so this is a kind of video conferencing system or online teaching system from me to the students. Okay, so these are all different type of systems used by different people. Now this DSS can be of three different type: hard, soft, and real. Hard means they give decision themselves. The soft decisions means they have to taken by the boss. Hard decision system means the computer itself take decisions and they implement also. Say for example, if you have a decision support system, you put it in AC, a system is there. If the temperature is higher than 25 degree, make it less. So once it sees the AC, once the AC sees that the temperature is raised to 25, it will decrease by itself. But in if it's not a hard system, it's a soft system, then it has to be done manually. The person sees that the temperature is high, he'll decrease it by himself. Okay. Okay. So that's it for today. Any questions if you have? Hmm. Okay. Taibor, is it okay now? Be of three different type: hard, soft, and real. Hard means they yeah. Any questions now? I'm about to end. Okay. Okay, thank you. Before I say good night, Tabor is going to sleep. Before I good night, he is telling me good night. That means Tabor must be tired. Arre, I'm tired, yeah. I'm here since 5:30, working with students for second semester now with fourth. Okay, I'll try to see if I can take tomorrow this class at somewhat around daytime. Okay, then I'll stop here. Fine. Yeah.